So as promised, I am going to be harvesting my garlic scapes, and what we're gonna actually do with them is treat them as if they were like asparagus, and I'm going to basically fry them on the grill, which we really like to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to harvest that and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have lots of scapes in here, and what this is just the flowering part of the plant. So it's going to shoot up in the middle of all of these. This is one plant, this is the very top of the plant, and it shoots up through the middle. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually snip this off right at the base here. And then this whole thing is what we are going to cook up and eat. So that's how we do the one. And some of them are going to be longer than others, but I'm just going to harvest them all at the same time since I'm doing this. Make it worth it. Give us enough to actually make a side out of it. So we have about 60 garlic plants in here, and I believe most of them are hardneck varieties. Hardnecks are the only kind of garlic that give you scapes. But I did plant quite a few odds and ends garlic cloves that I had laying around, so there may be a few plants in here that do not give me a scape, but I think that'll be just fine. We should have plenty here. You can also make pesto out of this, or some people chop it up and put it into butter to make like a compound butter, like an herbed butter to freeze, or use it in stir fry is another common one. But this is the first time that we're going to be using it, and I really wanted to get like a true sense of what it tastes like, if it's more like I'm eating garlic or an onion, or if it doesn't have any garlic flavor at all. I don't know. But I figured this would be the easiest way to determine what they taste like. And as you can see, I have quite a few to cook up. And you actually want to cut these scapes off of the plant, so that, again, this is the same kind of principle as trimming off blossoms on other fruiting vegetables. By taking off these scapes, it's sending the plant energy back into the bulb or the root of the plant to bulb up more. Instead of blossoming a flower, it's sending all of its energy back into the root to give us larger garlic heads, which is the reason for me planting these in the first place. So this is mutually beneficial for both the plant and for the garlic bulbs, and it's basically a bonus for the person growing it as another edible part of the flower. You can stop. So this is my final harvest here. Quite a few. Really happy with that. And I may have missed one or two. Actually, I see one right there that I missed, so I'll go back and get that. But I may have missed a couple in this harvest, which is fine because I can take that 1 or 2 later. Or I actually planted 2 or 3, not sure if you can see those. I planted 3 cloves really late, so they're gonna take quite some time before they're ready to harvest. But I can just turn those into like a pesto, or I'll probably actually put that in butter. So I think that'll probably be a better use for it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what these taste like. And I'll show you after I make this up. And while I'm at the harvesting thing, I might as well harvest these chamomile blossoms. And I will just dry these, and I can use these for tea, or I can even use these in soaps and things like that. But as I was saying before, I want to do that to promote more growth on this, more blossoms. The purpose of a plant setting off flowers is for these flowers to die and drop all these seeds in the center of this flower is a bunch of seeds. And once this dies and falls to the ground, those are all seeds, and that will just proliferate this plant. And that is the purpose of a plant, is just to spread its seed. So if I take these off, then the plant thinks I need to put on more blossoms in order to have them die and make more plants. So, and also taking those blossoms off will put energy back into the plant since I just transplanted it. So I'm gonna be harvesting these as well. And all you do to take off the blossoms is just break it off behind the flower head. So they're super easy just to pinch off. If you were air drying them, you just want to lay them flat with the flower up to let them air dry. I actually have a dehydrator that I'm going to use to speed up the process. But you definitely don't need it. And there are many uses for chamomile. So this is a much more naked plant, but in just a few short days, it'll probably be full of new blossoms again. And we'll be enjoying some chamomile tea. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.